going on, everyone? Today we're going to check out the new Spider-Ham and Spider-Noir from Bandai. Across the Spider-Verse. Here's the front. Just a typical box from Bandai. And you got some poses and whatnot on the back. Alright, let's take a look what we got. Some directions. So we have 3 web effects. Small, medium, large. You get a right and left. I don't know if you want to call this a relaxed hand. Dead web slinging hand. Then web swinging hand. Kind of what those are. Right and left of those. Then these. Right and left. So this shows the him holding the hat. But I guess you could use it whatever you want. But the hat does come off. That's what that shows. What that hand is for. Then you got a fist with an opening for holding a web. Or a web, I guess. Right and left of those. Then you get Spider-Ham. Well, let me finish with Noir, sorry. You get holster for the gun. But no gun. Just this closed holster. And then a hat. And then the trench coat. So wired around the outside and bottom. This is not wired. The belt, it's kind of lame. It's like a piece of cut fabric. It doesn't have a buckle on it. Then you get, well, I should say it has holes so he could put his hands in his pockets. The collar is not wired. It does fold down nicely. The back, not bad. All right. Then take a quick look at the figure. We'll pose him up in a few. He looks like he's tall. And then we get Spider-Ham. He doesn't have any black lines in the outfit. He's very similar to the one that you get with Sentinel. So that's the Spider-Ham you get in the package there. And look at that, he does stand. And then an alternate head. Then you get this alternate lower body. His hammer. The mallet, I should say. So you got a right and left arm holding the handle. But it does not come out, unfortunately. Which, I don't know. I kind of think it should have. I don't know if it would have been cheaper to mold it separately or to whatever you want to call it separately. But I kind of think it's lame that you don't have the mallet outside of his hand there. Comes with alternate hands and arms, so you get this one. I don't really know what that's going to be called. And then you get 2 web slinging ones, right and left. There it goes. And then he comes with stands. Which is kind of cool. And this thing, I don't really know what that is. Maybe for the mallet. Does it show what that is? Yeah, to hold the mallet. So his head pops right off and on. The arm pops right out. I'm just kind of curious. So this joint, if you want to call it that, you got to watch moving this around, at least on the, I keep dropping everything. At least on the Sentinel one. I don't know where that went. It's gone at the moment. So at least on the Sentinel one, mine broke in the arm. I ended up buying the bootleg Sentinel Spidey for $20 just so I could have that arm, because with the Sentinel one you get the camera and hand holding the camera. It doesn't really, I don't really care for the way it pops in. Let's see. No, I'm dropping everything. Let me pick everything up. Hold on. All right. Not a video if I don't drop something. I really do need to get a better setup. Does he need a stand? Looks like he's going to need a stand. Yeah, he's definitely going to need to stand when he's holding a hammer. All right, so before I get into articulation of Noir, you want to show, and it's really weird or odd. I mean, they gave us the, so this is the, drawing a blank. This is the Sentinel one. Look at that. The legs are the same. Well, this is the bootleg one, but this is the regular one. I just have the body on there. I don't feel like taking it off. And they're the same exact mold, sculpt. You know, I guess the feet are a little different. But that was kind of weird that they gave us the same thing. The body is a little different. So the body itself, I don't know if it's the same. Let me take this off here. I definitely like the Sentinel one because of the black lines in it. You got a different spider on the chest. But you get different legs on that one. Let me see where those are. So on the Figuarts, you get the legs apart. And then on the Sentinel, the legs are together there. It doesn't really stand that great, the Sentinel, on either one of them. So these little stands are pretty cool. Then on a Sentinel, you get these little arms and these arms. And then again, you get those arms to hold the camera, and you get a camera. So as far as Spider-Ham goes, I think Sentinel gives us the best figure. what these hands are going to be up for. You really got to be careful pushing that in now. Could wind up breaking it very easily. You can feel that it's fragile. It kind of looks like a ballerina. Too bad they didn't give us that. It's Spider-Ham. He's a cartoon. He does that. So this is the Spider-Ham from the Mafex. Sorry, holding it so far away. And then this is Spider-Ham Hasbro. And another Hasbro. I forget which one came with what. This one might have been with the Venom. And it came with the black Venom head, pig head, Spider-Ham head. This one's not too bad. But of course, you can't articulate the arms or anything. And then his little tail. Wait, that's not the tail yet. Wrong figure. Right, this one comes out a lot easier than the getting my figures mixed up here. That's going to be another piece that you got to be careful with. This does pop off nice and easy though. Tail popped out. Got its butt backwards. Arm falling off. Kind of feel like this is a figure you just get and you keep it like that. You got to take the head off to get those arms in now. And then the other one fell off. Those are definitely delicate arms. See what the web slinging one looks like. I like him. Just got to be careful with him. He's definitely fragile. Those arms and pieces. All right. So that is Spider-Ham. Move this up a little bit. Sorry. Move in a little bit. One day I'll get a better setup. So, figure. Like I said, he looks a little tall. Double joint in the arm. You get the bicep swivel. You get the butterfly. You do have this shoulder drop. Pops out easy enough. I, again, never have a problem with the joints popping out, because that means less likely that I'll break it. So, head, you can look down, look up a little bit. Then ab crunch. Got some ab crunch there. Belt is loose. I don't know what that is. Get a good pose with that, I guess. So legs, you got thigh swivel, double joint. But his calf hits the thigh, the quad, hamstring. That's it. Got some good ankle articulation there. Then you do have a toe articulation. I guess these are crawling, web crawl, or wall crawling hands. I said relax before. Be used as either, I suppose. It doesn't stay like that though. And it fell apart. Well, there you go. Now you can see what that looks like. This is basically what Miguel looks like, I believe. I don't know if they all look like this. Miguel always fell apart on me too. And when that falls apart, you got to really make sure that, even though it popped in, you got to really make sure that is in, because otherwise it just keeps falling apart every single time you pose it. But if you get it in the proper way, you shouldn't have that problem. But there's the wrist articulation. I really didn't show that. But that works pretty good. And the same peg as always, I guess, with Figuarts. They don't give you any alternate head for eyes or anything. I guess I like that the hat comes off. Where's that hand? Nope, that's not the right one. Damn you. Guess he's getting a fist. I don't know. And there we go again. I don't know. Look, he's flexing at you. I like it. I gotta putz around with the posing though. To make it look like he's swinging. I have a difficult time with that. Shoulder though. I still like it. Interested to see what you think. That leg now. All right, let me get some figs for comparison. Before I do that, of course, I completely forgot to put the coat on them. It's not really noir without his coat. The material is weird. It's very. This is beautiful. What is it, velvet? Very light. I don't know if I like it or not. See how it sits on him now. that. See, like this is very, I don't know if I could get the lighting here. It just feels flimsy. Like this belt really feels flimsy. I don't know if I'm doing it justice showing it. And it kind of looks weird. Two different black tones. And I don't even know if the coat is sitting correctly. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the coat, I don't think. I guess it works. I mean, it's probably better than a plastic coat that we would have gotten if we didn't get the material one. Just doesn't look right to me. So let me open up this. I have the Sentinel Spider-Noir in this bag here. As you could probably hear it. Look how tall he is. I'll have to see when I get everybody next to each other. So here's the Sentinel one. Kind of like that one better now. What do you think? I mean, they did the coat pretty well. They sculpted it. It's not bad. These things are in the belt. Is in the bag that I have this guy in. Like I said before, I don't know if I mentioned it. I'm kind of moving my room around, so most of my figs are being packed up into bags. Well, anyway, there he is next to the Sentinel. I do not have the Hasbro one to show. Definitely a size difference, that's for sure. Okay, let me get other figures out of these bags. Okay, so here we go. So again, here's that Noir. I don't feel like putting my hands back on. Against the Sentinel. This is from the first movie. So these are all Figuarts now that I'm going to show. That's the Noir in the back. So there he is next to, what is it, Paviter? Is that how you say that? Spider-Man India. And here's Gwen. I mean, I know they all grew up, but he just seems like he's really tall. So there's Gwen. Move Hanover a little bit more. And here is Miguel. Now, we never seen him in the second movie next to Miguel. We've only seen him at the end. And I guess Miguel's a little taller. I mean, Miguel's a tall guy in the show, in the movie, right? So there he is next to Miguel. I'll move this dude over here. Here he is next to Peter B. Parker. The, Peter's gigantic compared to some of these other ones for sure. Toby. Now all these guys in a bag, like I was saying, and they're all scrunched up and everything. Man down. And then Miles. So this is one of the newer Miles, where it has like that pearlescent sheen to it. You know, when you take these guys out and you start posing them, like, man, these guys are skinny. Flimsy. All right, so there he is next to Miles. Which one do you like better? And now they're all down. Do you like the, and I'm hitting the camera, this whole video is falling apart. I definitely don't like the coat on this one. I do have a black coat that I bought from Bestly, I think. For Noir. I had picked this up for the Hasbro one. I think it kind of looks better. I don't know. It's like the lighting that's just not showing it well. Can I change this? I don't think it really matters. Just don't care for this coat. Not a fan of the coat. Let me see what this coat looks like on him. Doesn't look like it'd be fit. His shoulders are too broad for this one, I think. Can't even get it in the arm. Yeah, that's not going to fit. Biceps are too big. That's unfortunate. I mean, I do like that we got a cloth coat, but I'm just really not a fan of it because of the color difference. I think the color difference is really what's throwing me off. The coat's black. He looks kind of dark gray. And then what the heck happened here? Yeah, that's going to be annoying. The buckle around the sleeve came off the sleeve. Makes me even less of a fan of the coat now. This belt is really what's throwing her off. I mean, this thing is just a piece of fabric. If it had the wire in it, maybe it would have been a little bit better, more firm. You can make it blowing in the wind. This thing, like, you need actual wind to make it blow in the wind. Kind of a disappointment overall for me. He's one of my favorite characters. I thought maybe once I got this guy, I might get rid of this guy, but now I'm not so sure. All right, that's it for this video. I may do some pictures. I may not. But this is what you get. Hopefully this was helpful. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will catch you on the next one.